Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal, guys. We've actually managed to sell someone, which is it's breaking news in itself that we've managed to get some money for a player, and it is Albert Sambi Lokonga. So the club can confirm that Sambi Lokonga has joined Hamburg SV on a permanent deal. Wishing you all the best for the future, Sambi. So in the article, this is what Arsenal had to say about Lokonga leaving. The 25-year-old joined us in July 2021 from Anderlecht, his boyhood club, where he spent more than a decade. Sambi went on to make 39 appearances in total for us, 24 of which came in his debut season, a year that also saw him make his senior international debut for Belgium. Following a successful first campaign in North London, Sambi gained valuable experience when he moved to Crystal Palace on a short-term loan the following season. I literally even forgot about that Crystal Palace loan. I only remember the one for Luton and Sevilla recently. Further Premier League involvement came when Sambi joined newly promoted side Luton Town for the 23-24 season. He played 19 times in all competitions for the Hatters, scoring once and assisting 3 times for the from the heart of midfield. It's actually very good when he was playing for Luton. He's part of that good Luton team that almost stayed up. Last season saw Sambi join Sevilla on a season-long loan when he made 23 appearances in all competitions, helping his side secure La Liga safety. We thank Sambi for his contribution to the club during his time with us and wish him all the best for his next chapter with Hamburg. The deal is subject to the completion of regulatory processes. So um, unfortunately, he did well in those teams, but those teams couldn't buy him. Obviously, Luton got relegated, so maybe if they stayed in the league, they would have bought Lokonga, and it didn't really work out for him in Sevilla. So he ended up coming back again, and I thought, man, it looks like you're not going to sell him. Looks like you're going to lose him out. Actually, in the last video, I said it looks like you're going to lose Albert Sambi Lokonga on a free. So as you can tell, in that article, Arsenal have not said anything about a price and Lokonga leaving for what fee. But if this is accurate, then this is good. So Jordan Davis says Albert Sambi Lokonga's move to Hamburg is worth around £10 million. So if that is accurate, I will take it. Let's be honest. I will take it because for me, I was already thinking, he's going to probably leave on a free. Maybe you're going to cancel his contract. Maybe he's going to leave next in January or next season. It was looking like we wouldn't get him, but Hamburg have come through for us. They've given us 10 million for Albert Sambi Lokonga. And listen, he's not a terrible player, but where we were in 2021 and where we are trying to head to right now is different. When we signed Tavares and we signed Lokonga, at that point, we were just trying to get back into the Europa League, or did we actually miss out on the Europa League the next season? We were just trying to, qualify for the Europa League. We were so far away from competing for the title. At that point, we were like 30 points behind Man City and Liverpool in terms of, a season. And top four, we were still farther back behind Chelsea. We were behind, we were even behind Leicester at that point. We were behind Tottenham. We were so far behind all of those teams. So we weren't really, looking to compete for the league. But things changed very quickly. The very next season, we started competing for the league title, and we moved on from players like Lokonga. Now, you're targeting players that at that point you're competing with players for players with Brighton and West Ham. Right now, you're competing with players with Real Madrid and Barcelona and Man City and Liverpool and teams like that, because you're trying to get to to win trophies. So I doubt Lokonga would have been part of that in terms of midfield, especially that is the most important position on the pitch. That position has to be really, really good. And Partey was ahead of him for years. El Nino's even ahead of him as well. Jorginho's definitely ahead of him too. And as of now, Zubimendi, Noga, Rice, Merino, all ahead of him. So it's great that he's moved on now. He can go and revive his career there. I mean, Atasni even, got called up for Belgium. So he did something right. I remember the game we played against, was it Liverpool away in the Carabao Cup? I think Partey was suspended, and it was obviously going to be a tough game for him. You cannot put Lokonga in a game against Liverpool at Anfield all by himself in midfield. I think we also didn't use him perfectly well. I think Lokonga is better in a midfield too, not as a lone midfielder by himself in midfield. That wouldn't have worked. Maybe if you put Lokonga next to Declan Rice, it would have worked better. But we're not going to see that now at Arsenal. Let's see how he does at Hamburg. So he's moved on to on deadline day, and he's not the only one who's going there. Fabio Vieira is also heading to Hamburg, so Hamburg is coming through for us. So that is fantastic. So let's see. Hincapie, Piero Hincapie has passed his medical at Arsenal, according to Ben Jacobs. So he will be announced soon. You only have 1 hour remaining of the transfer window. So let's see what time you're going to announce Piero Hincapie. Whether it's going to be after because we've already signed him. So maybe we're going to announce him at the top of the hour or literally top of the deadline day hour as well. I don't know. But Hincapie is going to come and replace Kivia. Kivia has also moved on, another player we've sold now. We're waiting for FC Porto to announce him as well. And as you can see, after it'll be our 8th signing. We've never made this many transfers in a transfer window. I don't think we're going to get any other player. I think it's going to be our final signing. I actually thought, who did you sign as our 6th player? Was it Gyökeres? I think it was Gyökeres almost, because we signed Kepa and Zubimendi. Those were the first 2. Nogard was the 3rd. Madueke was the 4th. Yeah, I think Gyökeres was the 6th player. So after Gyökeres, it was starting to feel like we weren't going to get someone else, but we managed to get Eze, and we managed to get Hincapie as well. We haven't gotten as much money as we would have wanted in terms of sales, but a lot of players have left now. Kivio, Lokonga, as well as Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson. We've talked about him in the last video, so a lot of players are leaving. And then this one, Fabio Vieira to Hamburg, done deal, loan with an option to buy worth more than 20 million euros, according to Florian Plettenberg. So a busy transfer window, deadline day for us in terms of moving on players. Zinchenko is going to stay. Those rumors about Trossard leaving in the last minute despite signing that new contract, but right now it looks like Trossard is going to stay. A few of you have asked about Martinelli. Martinelli was never going to leave. He's definitely going to be here next season as well. So let's see if we can finalize any other deals. Reece Nelson has moved on now. Kivia has moved on now. Let's wait for the announcement. We are waiting for the announcement of our forward player, our defender as well, Hincapie, but Zinchenko is staying too. So I think that is it. I don't think you're going to see anything else at the moment. The international break now is coming up. A lot of the players will be going for the international break. A few of the players will be resting. Hopefully, a lot of our players can recover throughout the international break. But that's the latest. If there's any more news again, we'll jump on it again. So as of now, thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.